Look at this. Dropping down to third. Some rolling anti-lag and the car just takes off. That's never gonna get old, guys. That is never gonna get old. No matter what I do, that is never gonna get old. Jesus. Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm George, this is Malaka Motorsports, and we are in my RS3 gonna talk about why I decided to switch to Unitronic. And I'm telling you right now, there are many reasons why I decided to switch to Unitronic versus the previous company that I was with, Custom Code. Now let's get right into the heart of it as I'm driving. I got the car in manual, which I'm always used to driving because sport never worked right and drive never worked right. In terms of drivability throughout daily driving, going to work, going grocery shopping. Now, with Custom Code, we went fast at the track. It was visceral, it was aggressive, and we were very, very fast. But one aspect of the market they didn't look at was, what did people do when they're not going 9 seconds at a time in their life and they want to cruise around their kids or cruise around with their families or their spouses or whatever the case may be. Maybe you just want to go for a cruise on your own and enjoy yourself in the street. And I'm always stuck to having it in manual. Well, now I could put it in drive and the car cruises and I enjoy it. And it doesn't lunge forward, it's not jerky, it's not rough, it's not finicky, it doesn't bounce up and down between gears. And again, I don't say any of these things to throw shade at any one company. Custom Code was the first to market. They were the first ones with us, with Iris Motorsport, going fast, right? But Unitronic has come out with a really complete package, and they've really kind of taken it all together in terms of offering street files, racing files, but instead of thousands of files you have to switch from, let's just talk about the transmission software, since it's the only thing that I have Unitronic on the car. I have one trans file now. Now, to some of you guys listening, that's fine, George, that's fine. What we had before was 3 racing transmission files, 3 street files. A lot of them weren't getting updated. The development really kind of fell flat. Custom Code kind of vanished. You know, I lost access to my online login in terms of the files that I did pay for, so that kind of sucked. A lot of frustration all around dealing with them in terms of, hey, you know, a lot of us want to drive the car, it's bouncing between, let's say, S3 and S4, it's going back and forth, going back and forth. Is there anything happening? And it just fell on deaf ears. And that's one of the biggest headaches, guys, is that when you are paying for something like that, you're also paying for the support that comes with it. And Unitronic completely changes the game in this regard, all right? So aside from Unitronic having a website, a hotline that's open pretty much all the time that you can call, emails that they respond to very, very fast, Unitronic built this beautiful environment, this kind of culture / community of people that actually want to help each other. People that actually have a desire of seeing other people go fast with their cars or enjoy their cars. It's a mixture of drag racers, half-mile racers, street drivers, guys commuting back and forth to work, women commuting back and forth to work. It's a really large and diverse community of people that just want to enjoy their car and have a great time and also laugh and joke. There's memes that we share, you know. Long story short, guys, they built this environment, this culture, which I've never been a part of ever before. We're talking about hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people spread across Facebook groups, Audi forums online, WhatsApp groups. That's a new hot messenger now that everybody's using, and everyone pretty much has a vested interest in seeing everyone else happy, which I've never seen before. I've honestly never experienced it before. It was a mind-blowing thing to kind of witness. I'm part of this WhatsApp group, and you blink and there's 400 messages on this forum, and you want to read each one. You don't want to skip through and say, I just want to read the good stuff. It's all good stuff, and that's the kind of cool thing. That's why we all got into cars to begin with, right? To have fun, not just with our cars, but to meet, greet, and have fun and laugh and joke with other people. At least that's one of the reasons why I got into it. Maybe some of you might agree, maybe some of you may disagree. But Unitronic really stepped up their game, and they really turned it up a notch when developing this software. So I bet you the meeting kind of went like this. They're like, hey guys, there's this company called Iris Motorsport, they're going really fast, but there's a huge need now for guys to enjoy their cars on the street. There's a huge need for guys, for people rather, to really enjoy their cars elsewhere other than the track. So what do? So the room, I imagine, went quiet for a few seconds, and someone says, well, let's further develop track software. Another person goes, hey, let's further develop street software. Hey, let's further develop rolling anti-lag, which Unitronic now offers. One person came out of nowhere. It must have been like a George or a Stav, maybe, or a John, who knows. Goes, what about one file for them all? What about one file to rule them all? And everyone's like, one file to do everything? Mind blown. And that's exactly what they did. They developed a file that you could drag race, roll race, accelerate, and you're gonna get the best possible performance you can out of your car with one file. Now guys, mind you, with Unitronic's flash cable, if they ever came out with more files, more specific to your maybe setup, you can switch on the fly and do whatever you want. Custom Code did something similar. The problem is, Unitronic is continuing to develop their cars. They're continuing to offer support. They built this standalone community environment where it's going to continue to grow and flourish with people that are modifying their cars. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but someone from Unitronics, someone on the staff side, put out a poll and said, would anyone be interested in a performance pack? Meaning additional software and cool features like rolling anti-lag and some other things that maybe the normal general population wouldn't want. So Unitronic, or a software company, continue to offering options like this is going to be most ideal, because now you have a car that is not going to be outdated in 3 months. It's not going to be outdated in 6 months. You have a car that's continually getting updated. Development is there, and they're pushing the idea of someone enjoying their car for the years to come. And that's really different from what a lot of other software companies are doing. There's other big brands that develop software, let's just say 2015 for a car, and that's it. You don't ever hear from them. You don't hear updates. The community is absolute garbage. The support is garbage. A lot of these guys have to resort to posting on Facebook, to asking for help, and I think that's a really bad business model. I mean, Unitronic even answers Facebook messages, for Christ's sake. I mean, you got companies like that that are taking the time and they're staffing the employee, they're staffing personnel to hit really every social media platform, whether it be Instagram, Facebook, Audi forums, their own WhatsApp groups, and they're active on there. They're actively supporting. They're there. I think I saw someone post on Facebook, hey, I had an issue with launch control, how to use this, literally 10 minutes before someone from Unitronic posted on there and said, hey, contact this number, shoot us an email, we'd love to help you. Literally 10 minutes. And I'm not talking about someone who owns the company, who has a super vested interest, or someone who's like a high VP or some kind of high sales rep that's in the corporate ladder. We're talking about support group staff members that are also Audi owners, Audi enthusiasts that care about the average Joe, care about us, and want to see us continuing to enjoy our cars. That is why I switched to Unitronic. Also, it also helps that the fastest RS3s in the world are also powered by Unitronic and Iris Motorsport as a combo, whether it be Cybex ECU, Unitronic Trans, or Unitronic ECU. I mean, some of the fastest cars are out there, which is still very important. Guys like me, people like me, want to go fast and want to enjoy their cars, but it's also nice to take your car on the strip or take your car on the freeway and cruise to go grab a bite to eat without feeling like you're in a bouncing, raggedy, tin can mobile, and you want to enjoy. These cars are fairly expensive and they're very, very new. They just released in the United States in 2017, guys. These are very new cars, very, very new cars. Nobody wants to just daily their car one day a week because it feels, like a car that's literally on rails and you're shaking and your eyeballs, are going left and right. They want something that's versatile, something that anyone can drive. We have a video, and I'll show a short clip of someone enjoying taking their mom for a cruise.
So, I mean, do you want me to like ease into it, or do you want me to just go
make her scream? No! Oh my God! Holy.
With Unitronic's trans software and then a hybrid turbo setup, and they want to do that kind of stuff. And believe me, your mom, your family member, your spouse, your whoever, not going to want to get in the car if it feels like absolute crap. Aside from that, I'm also going to say this as a full disclosure kind of thing. Unitronic saw the fact that a lot of us dealing with custom code were not getting the support that we needed. And seeing, custom code going out the door, again, not throwing shade at anyone, but letting you guys know this is the reason why a lot of us switched. Unitronic said, well, they paid full price with custom code. instead of them paying full price with us, we offer, alongside Iris Motorsport, I believe they both ate this kind of discount to give their customers more of a variety and more options. Said 50% off those that are custom code previous customers, and come aboard Unitronic and become part of the family. And that's really, really cool. And I'm mentioning this late in the video, so you don't think that's the only motivating factor why I wanted to jump ship. No, I jumped aboard because they support their customers. They have a really cool community and environment where people actually want to help each other. And then on top of that, they're going fast. And I can enjoy the product now. I mean, I literally have it in drive, and I'm cruising at 80 miles an hour, and I'm enjoying the car. I'm enjoying the car cruising. And I can get on it at a moment's notice, drop down to gear, I can throw it in manual or sport, and this car is ready to go. And it's gonna move. It's gonna move if you get on it. And that's the beautiful thing about having one file that pretty much does it all. Again, guys, it's unreal what they've done with this product. You know, Iros and Unitronic have worked this system out with Cybex where it communicates perfectly. And what you got to understand about Cybex is that we've gone with Cybex. You know, somebody asked, well, George, you know, if Unitronic was so awesome, how did come you didn't go with stock ECU with Unitronic software? And that's a very good question. I'll tell you now why. What I want to do with this car and the constant revision and changes, it would be unreasonable to think that an off-the-shelf software supplier company like Unitronic, and they do offer some custom files, to be able to support that is unreasonable. I wanted to have full autonomy when it came to the setup, the configuration, adjusting the boost levels, adjusting pretty much anything that I wanted with the help of Nick at Iris Motorsport, without having to hit up Unitronic and send the log out and all that jazz. Going and sticking with the stock ECU was not, it didn't make any sense for me, all right, guys? And then plus, you know, we may want to do something crazier with a different engine setup in a year or two. Again, I threw this idea out of VR6 swapping this RS3 in a year or two, and I think I still want to do it. And having the Cybex allows me to power any engine I want in the RS3. Having the Cybex allows me to change whatever setup I want. If I want to go with different fuel injectors, I can call up Nick, meet up with them, and it's tuned and it's calibrated within 5 minutes. And that's the beautiful part about having the Cybex option. But with the transmission software, Unitronic communicates flawlessly with Cybex, and I feel like I'm driving a stock car. You can't even tell on the dashboard if you're driving a standalone car that has nearly 1,000 horsepower, can crank out 45 or 50 psi of boost. It's unreal. So guys, in closing, I want you guys to know that that's the reason why I chose to switch to Unitronic. The unwavering support, the quality of the product, how it completely transformed my RS3, and the fact that I absolutely love it. It's made me fall in love with the RS3 again. Now, mind you, to be fair, the IMS1000 kit also made me fall in love with the car all over again, and it is fast. But I feel like when I don't want to be fast and I just want to cruise and kind of take it easy, the transmission is there, and it's cultured, it's fine-tuned, it's calibrated to the way it should be. We're going to be doing a review on Cybex on the next coming video. Also, Stav has not gotten a chance to drive this car. He's asked, and I've kind of avoided. I want him to do a first reaction video with you guys so you can see what it's like for him to drive the car, rolling anti-lag, all that jazz. And again, guys, I can't stress enough. Look at this. Dropping down to third. Some rolling anti-lag, and the car just takes off. It takes off like an animal, and then it's back 2 seconds later to driving like stock when I wanted to. Jesus. If you haven't already, guys, switch to Unitronic. Do it. If you want to go fast and you want to enjoy your car and you don't want your girlfriend or boyfriend to kick your butt for having a rowdy car that's not comfortable while cruising, get Unitronic, because you'll go fast and you'll enjoy the cruise over to do whatever it is you do during the week. Guys, without further ado, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys liked it. If you guys have any more questions on why, maybe things that I didn't cover in this video, please put them in the comments below. I'm going to try my best to answer each and every one of them. And we're really excited about getting the car out and racing again within the next, I say, month or so. Drag racing, maybe some half-mile racing, maybe even some Mexico street racing. That's it. We'll catch you guys in the next video. As always, thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you guys in the next one.